Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of August 5th through the 11th, 2024. Before we begin, I want to give a massive shout out to Li Chen. This is a furniture company that sent me my new desk, which I really needed. I was literally telling my friends, like, my desk is falling apart. It was hanging on by 2 screws. It was literally falling apart. And this is the desk I live at, breathe at, work at, eat at, like the ones that I'm at right now filming. And so they serendipitously sent me an email saying, hey, we want to give you a free desk. And I appreciate it so much. It is so great and it holds all my tarot cards. So I just wanted to give them a shout out and give you guys their link in case any of you need some new furniture, because this is actually really high quality, a lot more high quality than most of the like IKEA and like cheap, like put this desk together yourself type of furniture, and it's overnight shipping and very reasonable prices. So I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to shop with them. So link is in the description. Sagittarius, we have the Hierophant coming out in reverse as your first card. Definitely needing to focus in on yourself at this time. I am seeing a greater sense of self-care. You know, Hera, the goddess, she is my, like, one of my spirit guides, one of my friends who ironically like helps me so much when it comes to self-care, and she immediately just popped into my mind. So some of you guys may also have Hera, the goddess, Greek goddess, connecting with you and helping you when it comes to taking better care of yourself. She might direct you towards information when it comes to like how to best take care of your hair, your skin, your nails, good clothes, wardrobe, like just presenting yourself very beautifully. She just, I don't know, she just is so helpful in that. So some of you might be connecting with that spirit. But yeah, I am seeing greater self-care. I'm also seeing going your own way. This is not a week where I would sit around and ask everyone and their mother for advice. Like, just listen to your own advice. Listen to what you feel is best for you, and it won't lead you astray, okay? We have the Fool in reverse. See, there's something here. There is something here that you're wanting to either invest your money in or start like a new journey, a new chapter in your life, and you're hesitating. And I feel like in your hesitation, you're asking literally everyone about it. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know. Like, just do it, Sagittarius. Oh my God. Like, just get started. Just do it, because your intuition is telling you to do it. Listen to your own advice. And if there's anyone in your life who's like fear mongering, don't listen to them. For example, anytime I travel anywhere, it does not matter where it is, my mother it's like, oh my gosh, Laura, they're serial killers and people who are criminals and stuff. And it's like, Carol, do you not realize, like, we live in the United States. Like, we live a stone's throw away from Southwest Philadelphia. Like, are you kidding me? I'm totally giving way too much information, you guys, right now. But like, like I can walk down the street in the middle of the night and get kidnapped. I almost got kidnapped so many times in my life. Like, I hung out with murderers and criminals growing up. Like, and you're worried about me going to Canada? You're worried about me going to Germany? Are you serious right now? Oh my gosh. Anyways, that was way too much information for the internet. What I'm trying to say with these points is, like, you have to relax, okay? Trust yourself. If anyone's fear-mongering, don't listen to them, okay? What is your gut? What is your intuition saying, you know, you should do? What do you feel drawn to doing right now? What ideas are sitting on your heart, in your guts, like sprinkling magic, glittery energies in your soul right now? Take action on those ideas. We have the Two of Swords coming out in reverse. Yeah, see, there's a lot of energy here about not taking action. And look, she's setting herself on fire. Her silence, her lack of activity, it's just building this passion, this fire in her. Just do it, Sagittarius. I don't know what you're doing, but just do it. Just do it. All of these cards are saying the same thing. It's so funny. 8 of Cups in reverse. You've got to be kidding me. Literally all of your cards are painting this story of your soul, your intuition, your gut, wanting to go in a certain direction. Because where you're at here, you see these 8 cups. Like, yes, you're fulfilled where you're at. Like, you'll be okay where you're at. But there's missing cups here. Like, there's experiences, there's people, there's places and opportunities that your soul is intuitively feeling drawn to. You know, it's okay for you to enjoy these cups, these relationships and situations you have in your life that you're already so grateful for. It is not being ungrateful to go out and explore life a little bit more on your own and try things outside of what you already have. Like, for example, you might already have a good paying job, okay, that you enjoy. You enjoy your coworkers, it's a pleasant work atmosphere, but your soul may still be wanting to experience something else. So maybe after work or on the weekends, you decide, you know what, I'm going to try starting my own business. That is not being ungrateful for your current job if you go to explore that. Okay, let's just say you have a happy, healthy family that you love, and there's just a part of you that feels like it wants to live somewhere else, like it wants to explore living in a new city. That is not being mean to your family or ungrateful or being a bad daughter, son, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whatever, by moving and exploring. Like, you're not a bad family member by going out there and seeing the world and seeing what it has to offer. In fact, every family, I feel, every group needs someone like that. You know, like I was thinking about this myself because, like, let's just say you're an aunt or uncle and you want to be close to your nieces or nephews, but it's like, I think they would equally value from having an aunt or uncle that is like there for them all the time, shows up to all of their sports games, all of that. They would equally love and value an aunt or uncle that lives far away and basically tells that child, like, it is okay for you to go on your own path in life. It is okay for you to explore and maybe not spend as much time with your family if that's where your heart and soul desires. And you know what? Those times that that child spends with those aunts and uncles that are far away are extra special when they do see them. You know, it's like, I'm thinking of my own aunts and uncles and family members, and some of them I would see way less and others I would see way more, and I didn't like or dislike either of them more or less because of that, you know. And in fact, all of them offered me something different. So what I'm trying to say is, don't feel guilty for wanting to have your own life outside of family or wanting to explore your own life, essentially. You don't need anyone's permission, and you don't need to get advice from family, from friends, especially if they're trying to guilt you into taking a certain path. You know, I don't think that's necessarily them being toxic. Like, I feel like mothers and fathers are there to be worried about us. So they're not necessarily being toxic when they say, oh, don't travel because there's murderers out there. They just want you safe. You know, they're not necessarily being toxic when they say, oh, don't leave your good job for this, you know, future that's not promised. They're just trying to keep you safe. But that it can be annoying. I get it. Listen to your own advice. Trust yourself. Okay. Is essentially what I'm trying to say here. Knight of Cups. Yeah, there is a beautiful romantic opportunity out there waiting for you. Not just romantic in the sense of romance, like, mwah, look, romance, but also like romanticizing life itself. And you know what I mean? It's like, think of that really horrible show, Emily in Paris. Horrific show. Would not recommend it to anyone. It is honestly so bad. But, you know, I feel like the whole premise of that show is like romanticizing moving to a new city. And that's kind of the energy, I mean, not in like a corny way like that show is, but like in your own way, like romanticizing life, experiencing these new opportunities, like, oh, and this is my era. Like, think of you as an old person looking back, telling your grandchildren, like, oh yeah, and I had a season of my life where I tried to be an entrepreneur, and I had a season of my life where I moved to another country, and I had a season of my life where I did fill in the blank. You know, you're feeling guided to have one of those seasons of your life, and it could be really easy to stay in your comfort zone and listen to the people who care about you when they say, oh, you know, that's dangerous. I don't know. I don't want you to get hurt. But man, live a little, you know, like, don't listen to the people. Listen to yourself, because there is romance. There is fun. There is emotionally and creatively fulfilling experiences that are trying to enter your life this week. And you aren't listening to it. You are not listening to it. So start listening to it. King of Wands as your final card. I love this. Oh my gosh, this came out for Leo as well. This is you in your masculine power, going out there, being yourself, and just absolutely stunting on everyone. Okay. Glowing, thriving, like doing that gosh darn thing. Beautiful. The King of Wands is a doer. You know, these are people who Do not judge. They appreciate travel. They appreciate people of different cultures, all walks of life. They appreciate new experiences. I don't know. I feel like a lot of us have a lot of family members who are very sheltered, or they like stick to their community and that's all they know. I feel like almost everyone has family members like that. And it's okay. It is safe for you to not be like that. It is okay for you to go beyond, the village walls. It is safe and okay for you to explore life a little bit more. People like you are really, really required. Think of it like this. All throughout history, your family probably definitely migrate, unless you literally live in like Ethiopia, like your family has migrated and traveled many, many places to get to where you are today. It doesn't matter where you're at in the world. Like, there has been migrants in your past, and they were people just like you. They were people who had to leave their comfort zone, possibly some of their family behind, to give themselves a better life and just follow their gut, follow their intuition, follow their calling. And, that's always difficult. But you have ancestors who are just like you, and I think at this time it would be really great to connect with them. And if you're going to get advice from anybody, it would be those types of ancestors that weren't afraid to listen to their intuition, follow their gut, and go beyond the village walls. Okay, so because you have that same flame, that same spark within you, and not even just when it comes to travel and movement, but also when it comes to culture and job, career, what you want to do, how you want to express yourself goes beyond, quote unquote, the village walls. So you have strong, powerful ancestors that absolutely adore you and support the ever living crap out of you because they were just like you. And you're in a day and age where, compared to some of those ancestors, you might have more freedom to explore yourself. Compared to others, you may have less freedom. I gotta say, people think that like history is linear. It is not linear. Like there were times in history where people were way more free and advanced and educated than we are now. Like hands down, I believe that. Absolutely. Like I really believe that some of these ancient civilizations, like ancient Egypt, for example, way more technologically advanced than possibly we are right now. But you know what? Time destroys a lot of physical material, so there's not really much left from those times. Well, I don't know. Those of you who watched Ancient Aliens may know that there's this whole theory that the ancient Egyptians had access to electricity and like light bulbs and things like that. But I'm not going to go off on these things right now. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is there are ancestors supporting you. I feel them very much so, and wanting you to listen to your gut, to your soul when it asks you to, live your best alien life, to do the things that might not be socially accepted, not like in an antisocial way, but like, the things that a lot of people won't understand, but you understand is evolutionary and beautiful. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead, because there's certainly more to it than this. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.